What do you think people feel when Parrots Lab is mentioned?
We're your marketing department at a fraction of a cost of hiring a marketing team or a marketing person. We're not number one. We try harder. Hi, everyone. Today, we're joined by Diana and Emily, the great team here at Parrots Lab. We're going to talk about Parrots Lab services. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Doing really well.
Yeah.
Excited to be here.
Yeah.
We just want to take all your knowledge and expand it across the
Knowledge
universe.
transfer.
Give us that brain transfer.
Yeah.
I know,
Exactly.
forget your knowledge. I want your whole brain.
I don't know if that's a good thing for your mental health.
He's protecting you, really.
All right, so Parrots Lab services, let's talk about the service industry, the service business. Every business, as we prior have talked about earlier, every business has 4 key departments. What are they?
Marketing, sales, production, and admin.
Perfect. And they are exactly in that order. So the purpose of marketing at the foundation is because marketing is going to generate the leads.
Yep.
And a lead, what is a lead, Emily?
A lead is someone who is interested in taking part in your services.
Perfect. I love it. Good job.
It's working already.
Nice job, Emily.
So yeah, a lead is someone who is interested in the services, but now marketing allows us to capture that lead, to bring them in, to welcome them in. And then we go to the sales department. So what's the purpose of the sales department?
To close the deal.
Exactly, to convert that lead into a happy customer. And then that would go to
Production.
or admin, depends on the business model. By the way, I was thinking about okay, which comes after sales, production or admin? And I realized that it depends on what kind of business are you in. In our case, admin comes before production because we collect payments before we start the service. So admin, finance is part of admin. And so when it comes to billing and payments, we get paid first, then we deliver the service next.
That's true.
But there are some businesses that they deliver the service, then they get paid. You go to a barber, for example, they will cut your hair and then you pay them. So the admin goes in the end. Wonderful. So Parrots Lab, which department are we involved in?
All of them. Mostly marketing, but because we're a business, we handle all of them.
Thank you for that. So as a business ourselves, we, as Parrots Lab, we have the 4 departments. We have the marketing, the admin, the production, and the sales. But when it comes to the service that we provide, so our production is the client's marketing. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
The service that we render, which is our production, is basically marketing services.
We're the marketing department. Like we're telling everybody, we do all the marketing from A to Z. But as a business, we have to have all 4.
Correct. And I like what you usually say, where your marketing department at a fraction of a cost of hiring a marketing team or a marketing person.
Yep.
Awesome. So now we have the marketing. We know that the service we render is part of marketing. So what's the purpose of marketing? Why do businesses
to get
need...
people interested whenever they need your service.
Exactly. And I always think that marketing has 2 legs. There's like short-term and long-term. Or you can replace long-term with building a brand and short-term with generating leads. So let's start with that. What is the definition of a brand?
Brand is what you're known for. So we talk a lot about personal brand. So it's an individual within a company or an individual who started something. We want to know more about them so that way it makes them relatable. It makes us know, like, and trust them so that way they could come and feel confident whenever they're buying something that is under our brand.
The only thing I would add to that is that this starts long before someone is actually pursuing services. This start, especially in the digital world that we live in now, people are exploring and engaging with people long before they recognize that there's a problem or a need for them. So that, to your point, that has to start and continue throughout the course of any sort of business interaction.
Yeah.
100%. An elegant definition of a brand that I recently found was...
Wait, mine wasn't elegant?
was great.
Okay.
But let's say a more elegant definition of a brand is the series or a set of emotions that describes you in a room when you're not there. So what do people feel when your name is mentioned? How
Let
do
me
you
ask
feel?
you, what do you think people feel when Parrots Lab is mentioned?
I have aspirations. I wish that they will know us or they will feel that they are inspired to create, that they feel that we are enabler to, take them to the next frontier in their business and in their mission as well, in their purpose. Because part of what we do is we elevate businesses or we grow businesses using the power of personal brand.
Yeah.
But the personal brand go beyond just growing a business. A personal brand is me being an influential to the greater society.
I think there's something to be said about the fact that people are reaching out in the first place, right? The fact that people are engaging or even expressing interest shows that there's some level of intrigue. And I would also note, and this maybe comes a little bit later on, but I think that we've all noticed during our onboarding calls or our discovery calls, we see that light bulb or we see the sparkle in the eyes where they really are able to recognize like this is something new, this is something creative, this is something that I wouldn't have been able to accomplish on my own. So I think that those types of emotional reactions and maybe even just facial expressions kind of speak for themselves.
100%. And it's actually an interaction that happened with one of our clients where they love the fact that they have a team. They love the fact they have a dedicated social media manager and a dedicated SEO specialist, and they brag about it. They feel they're like a celebrity. They're taken care of. Because if you look at our competition, especially in the Inland Empire market, I would say like 80% or 90% of our competition are individuals.
Yeah.
Just one person company, solopreneurs who render the service and they're the ones and they barely talk to them. And so I feel like that hands-on team approach that we go on weekly calls with the client, review the progress every single week, that also sets apart.
That helps to give them confidence in us. And I really like that you're saying that because for me, one of my aspirations is for if people are speaking about us in a room that we're not in, right? I want them to be able to say that Parrots Lab cares. That if they feel that way, like that we care so much about how they're presented, about their personal brand, about their success, I think half of the battle is already won because they know that we're on their side.
100%. And as I always say to the clients that, we're not perfect. We will make mistakes sometimes, but we care. Like we try harder, right? Like do you remember the Avis commercials back in the day? This is like a case study in advertising.
Okay.
Let me tell you this story. That's actually an interesting
the
one.
Avis, like the rental car?
The car rentals.
Oh, okay.
So Avis were really struggling to market themselves. There are many big giants in their industry and they're not able to break through. And they were really like not number one by distance. So they launched a massive campaign. And the campaign was, we're not number one. We try harder. That's the whole campaign.
Powerful.
Yes.
Really
We're not number one, but we try harder. And that won the heart, that humility, that coming like, maybe we're not number one, but trust that if you work with us, we're going to try harder than anybody else.
Yeah. And that's what I want us to be known for too.
Yes.
I want to make it so that they feel like we care and that we're going to try our best to accomplish their needs, to accomplish their dreams. I feel like we're on the same page on that.
That discussion is part of what the brand of Parrots Lab. And so when it comes to engaging with a client, one of the key services is really identifying what their brand is about. And you notice that with servicing the clients, you've got like hands-on experience, and some clients it's really a struggle to define their brand. What do they want to be known for?
Right.
So one way we can approach that, speaking of like defining the brand, is the value proposition that I talk about. So we help ICP, ideal client profile, achieve dream outcome for that ICP. So only this two part will kind of like 50% of the battle. Like you already won 50% of the definition. that you identified one ideal client profile or ideal avatar that you're targeting, and then what you help them achieve, their dream outcome. So think about it this way. If I'm overweight, I'm looking forward, my dream outcome is by summer, I'm swimsuit ready. So someone comes and tell me, I help 40-year-old men with beer belly. Okay, this is an ideal client profile, right? I'm not that, hopefully. But this is an ideal client profile that I'm belong to. So they help me lose 30 pounds in 30 days or in 3 months, for example.
Yeah.
So and now that will meet my summer deadline.
Yeah.
So I help ICP achieve dream outcome within time frame without key obstacle, using a unique methodology. Again, it gets
Wow, I didn't know that last part, like that second to last part.
Yeah.
Without the
Objection.
obstacle. Okay.
Yes. So that objection, like for example, if I tell you I'll help you lose 30 pounds in 3 months, what objections can you come up with?
I like food.
There you go. Are you going to starve me to death?
Yeah.
Great. Are you going to drain my energy, etc.? So there's a, is this going to be an extreme diet? Are you going to take me to the gym like 5 times a day and 4 in the morning? You know what I mean? Like there's
Are
all
you going to take all my money?
take all my money. A shorter version of it, which is, I think it's simplified and easier to do it, is like we help X do Y by Z. That's a simplified one. So we help entrepreneurs grow their business by building personal brand. That's Parrots Lab.
Wow.
Hey.
Simple.
So when we engage with a client in building their brand, it's a useful exercise to put that template and start filling in the blanks. So, Mr. Client, who are the ideal client profile for you? Oh, they say, yeah, we target everyone. This is the first answer they're going to answer you. Oh, we sell to anyone. Of course, anyone who's offering money, I'm gonna sell them something, right? But who is your ideal client? Who is the now they open up their book of business. Say, yeah, I mean, I have in our case, we have lawyers, we have home services, we have who is our ideal client? So now you're looking at narrowing it down to one ideal client. Now you can go deeper and niche down, and this is when you have to increase your prices, or you can go broader and decrease the prices. So the ticket size is how
niched out you
how
are.
niched out you are. Well, once you figure out this will help you with their brand building down the line.
Yeah.
So that's the brand side.